Good morning. In the continuation of the design of tension member, let's start designing the section. So we'll solve one problem based on it. I'll just read out the problem. Design a single angle section for a tension member of a roof truss to carry a factor tensile force of 225 kilonewton. The member is subjected to possible reversal of stress due to the action of wind. The effective length of the member is 3 meter. Use 20 mm shop bolts of grade 4.6 for the connection. So before going for the design, so you have to first check whether the given load is whether it is a design load or working load. So depending upon that, you have to decide whether you have to multiply the load with the safe factor or not. So usually whenever we will be designing, the load always has to be a factored load or the design load. So here the given load is the factored load, so no need to multiply it by 1.5, that is the load factor. So the very first step is from the consideration of yield strength, we'll be calculating the gross area required for the section. So we know the formula as Ag is equals to 1.1 Tu upon Fu. So after substituting, we'll get the area required as 990 mm square. So in the guideline I have told you that whatever the area required you will be getting, you have to make it 25% and 45% increase it, the required one, and in that range you have to select the section. So first we need to try the section from the steel table and then we need to check the section. So refer the steel table and select the section which will have the area in the range of 1237 mm square and 1386 mm square. It is not the part of the solution but just for the guideline. So in the given problem, the bolt size and the diameter is grade is mentioned, that is M20 bolts of grade 4.6. So we know, by knowing the M20 and 4.6, we can note down diameter D equals to 20 mm, diameter of bolt hole D0 is equals to 22 mm, FUB is equals to 400 Newton per mm square, gamma MB is equals to 1.25. So the next step is to calculate the number of bolts required. So to find out the number of bolts required, so we need to find out the bolt value, that is nothing but the strength of one bolt in the shear and in bearing. So the first is we'll calculate the strength of bolt in shear, that is VDSB is equals to VNSB upon gamma MB. We have used this formula many times. So VDSB is equals to VNSB upon gamma MB and VNSB is equals to FUB upon root 3 into NN into ANB plus NS into ASB. Now here NN is equals to 1 and NS is equals to 0 since it is a lap joint. So after substituting all the values, you will be getting VDSB is equals to 45.272 kilonewton. Then also calculate the strength of bolt in bearing by using the formula VDPB is equals to VNPB upon gamma MB and VNPB is equals to 2.5 KB into D into T into FU. And as we know, KB is the least of 3 upon E upon 3 into D0, P upon 3 into D0 minus 0.25, FUB upon FU and 1. So whichever is the least, that gives you the KB value. So the adopting the minimum edge distance as E equals to 40 mm and pitch distance P equals to 60 mm. We know the minimum criteria. So by knowing from the code book, E is equals to 1.5 D naught. So roughly I am getting it as a 33. So I will be rounding it to the 40 mm. And P equals to, that is the pitch, I am getting 2.5 D equals to 50. So I am rounding it to the 60. So as I told you, this is a design problem. So everyone's value will be different. So after knowing all those things, we'll be calculating the KB. So KB by E upon 3 into D naught, it is 0.606. P upon 3 into D naught minus 0.25, it is 0.659. FUB upon FU, it is 0.975 and 1. So the least is the 0.606 that gives the KB. After calculation of KB, you have to substitute in the VDPB formula and calculate VDPB. So VDPB is 79.507 kilonewton. So the bolt value is nothing but the least among VDSB and VDPB. So the bolt value is 45.272 kilonewton. Then the number of bolts required is the total load divided by the bolt value. So I'll be getting 5 numbers of bolts. After getting the number of bolts, you have to do the arrangement of bolts. So we have selected the section as ISA 100 by 75 by 8. As I told you, always the longer leg will be connected to the gusset plate. So I'll be connecting the 100 mm leg to the gusset plate, 100 mm leg to the gusset plate, and the outstanding leg length will be 75. So the arrangement will be done in this way. So you can see the figure here. So 5 number of bolts with the edge distance of 40 and the pitch is 60. So total length of connection I'll be getting as 4 into 60. And the gauge distance will be calculating. Gauge is equals to 40, that is nothing but 0.6 times the length of connected leg. So after doing the arrangement and all, we need to check the design. So we'll be checking the design in yielding, rupture and in block shear. So step by step we'll go ahead. So the first one is the strength against yielding, that is TDG is equals to AG into Fy upon gamma MO. Now remember here AG is whatever is the area you have provided, not the required one. So after selecting the section, that is ISA 100 by 75 by 8, from the steel table you will be noting down the area, that is 1336. So that area, for that section you are checking, so we have to consider that area, that is 1336 into 250 upon 1.1. So you will be getting it equals to 303.636 kilonewton. If this load is greater than the given factored load, then your design is safe. Then go for the next check, that is strength of plate in rupture. So the formula is TDN equals to 0.9 ANC into FU upon gamma ml plus beta into AGO into Fy upon gamma m naught. So all the formulas we have taken from the code book, that is page number 32-33 from IS 800 2007. So beta will be calculated by using the formula beta is equals to 1.4 minus 0.076 W upon T into Fy upon Fu into Bs upon Lc this value should be less than or equals to Fu upon Fy into gamma Mo upon gamma Ml, and this value has to be greater than 0.7. So area of connected leg, that is ANC, that is the net area of the connected leg. Connected leg length is 100 mm minus, we are calculating the net area, so we have to deduct the bolt hole diameter 100 minus 22 minus 8 upon 2 into 8. So we are getting 592 mm square. Similarly, we will be calculating area of outstanding leg, that is AGO, gross area. So there is no bolt, so the bolt hole diameter we are not deducting. So 75 minus 8 by 2 into 8. So we will be getting the area equals to 568 mm square. Now from the beta formula, W is nothing but the length of outstanding leg, Fy is 250, Fu is 410, Bs is nothing but W plus Wi minus T. Wi is nothing but the gauge distance and W is nothing but the length of outstanding leg. So if you substitute, and T is the thickness of the section. So if you substitute, you will be getting Bs equals to 127 and LC is the center to center distance from the first bolt to the last bolt. So 4 into 60, that is 240 mm. So after substituting in the beta, I will be getting the answer equals to 1.17. Then substitute in the formula TDN, that is 0.9 ANC into Fu upon gamma ml plus beta into AGO into Fy upon gamma m naught. So again here you are getting TDN is greater than the given factored load, therefore design is okay. Then the last check, that is the strength against block failure. So we have to check the strength against the block, that is TDB1 and TDB2. So this formula is given in the clause number 6.4.1, page number 33, IS 800 2007. So you just note down the formula from the code book. TDB1, that is AVG into Fy upon root 3 gamma Mo plus 0.9 ATN into Fu upon gamma ml. Also you have to check the block shear by using TDB2 equals to 0.9 AVN into Fu upon root 3 gamma ml plus ATG into Fy upon gamma Mo. So AVG is nothing but the gross shear area, AVN is nothing but the net shear area. So 40 plus 4 into 60. So from the edge till the center of the last bolt. So 40 plus 4 into 60 into 8, that gives you the gross area, that is 2240 mm square. AVN is nothing but the, you need to deduct the number of bolts, that is 40 plus 4 into 60 minus till the half of the last bolt we are considering. So total 5 bolts are there, but the shear length will be till the center of the last bolt. So total it is 4.5. So 40 plus 4 into 60 minus 4.5 into 22 into 8, that is 1448 mm square. Similarly, ATG and ATN. ATG is nothing but the gross tension area and ATN is nothing but the net tension area. So ATG is 100 minus 60 into 8, that is 320 mm square, and ATN is equals to 100 minus 60. So only the half bolt diameter will come into picture. So 100 minus 60 minus 0.5 into 22 into 8. So after calculating the gross and net shear area and gross and net tension area, just substitute in the TDB1 and TDB2 formula. So after substituting in TDB1, I am getting the answer as 362.410 kilonewton, which is again greater than 250 kilonewton. Similarly, TDB2, after substituting all the values, I am getting answer as 319.515 kilonewton, which is again greater than 250 kilonewton. Hence, the design is safe. So, it has given the safety against yielding, rupture as well as in the block shear. If any of the check fails, you have to start the design from the step number 2, that is selection of the section. So you have to be very careful when you will be selecting the section. In an exam, if you get the section failure, you are supposed to mention that the section is unsafe and you have to select the appropriate section so that the section will be safe against all the checks. And the last one is the check for slenderness ratio. So check for slenderness ratio. So maximum L by R, that is nothing but length upon radius of gyration. So length is given, that is 3 meter. So 3000 mm. And the least radius of gyration, you will be getting this value from the steel table, that is 15.9 mm. So in the steel table you can see the radius of gyration column. So there you can see RXX, RYY, RUU, RVV. So among these 4 radius of gyration, you have to select the whichever is the least. So for the section 100 by 75 by 8, the least radius of gyration is 15.9. Take the ratio of L by R, that is 3000 divided by 15.9. So which is coming out to be 188.6. So the permissible limit for the value radius of gyration is given as 350. So from the table number 3 of IS 800, these criterias are mentioned, the maximum permissible values. So we got 188.6, which is less than 350. Therefore, the design is safe against the slenderness ratio. This is the end of the design for the tension member with the bolted connection.